Today's collectible spot, we are having a look at the Hot Toys The Dark Knight, the Joker 2.0 DX11 1/6 scale collectible figure. Currently featured, you can see the box that comes with, well, we'll have Joker inside. An incredible box. Featured on the front, we have the Joker, a devilish Joker. And if we turn around the, apologies ahead of time, this is, after all, a large box. Just turn the box around without knocking over the backdrop there on the side. On the side it says Joker 2.0, re-release of the Joker. And around on the back, just some warning, choking hazards, small parts not for children under 3 years of age. The Hot Toys DX 1/6 scale collectible figure of the Joker. Now, with all the other Hot Toys figures, for the most part, they all have a magnetic flap that when you turn around the box once again, on the side, on the side, it says, "Why so serious? Joker 2.0. And featured on the front of the card, which is something you could actually remove if you wanted to. You've got yourself a Joker, will the real Batman please stand up card. A little safety pin there. Just tuck that back into place. Like so. And it says, "You see, this is how crazy Batman made Gotham." Now when you remove this card right here, you've got Joker in all his glory. Obviously, he is still in card. We'll get this all out of packaging. He features an interchangeable head with smiling face. New 2.0 head sculpt on Joker. Currently concealed, but we will obviously fix that, remedy that very, very soon enough. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get Joker completely out of box, out of packaging. And certainly when we come back, we're going to have a better look at the Joker 2.0 DX11 1/6 scale collectible. Don't go anywhere. Stay tuned. Joker 2.0, for starters, comes with a display base. Indicated on the front, it says Joker DX. I like the fact that even Hot Toys has put just a little film on there to protect the plate from any sort of damage. A really nice rusted, I love the rusted steel flooring there. The Dark Knight logo predominant as well. Each of the corners of this display base feature trackball lighting, so you can angle the lighting towards the Joker, the front two lights here. And then there's a switch on the back, and then these two would light up. Attached to that base is the neck, along with the waist clip or torso clip that will clip onto the back of Joker for displaying purposes. I mean, this is a really nice touch, and I'm really happy that Hot Toys always gives us a really nice display piece, a nice display stand for the figure to stand on top of. For starters, it presents the figure very well when you have it on display. And second of all, sometimes with Hot Toy figures, I mean, you certainly don't want to start thinking that these figures are going to be falling at all. So having that clip present keeps that figure from really going anywhere. So really, really nice touch by Hot Toys, even just on the base. And we haven't even touched base, no pun intended, on the Joker itself, but the display stand on its own is really nice. Really nice indeed. Moving that off camera, I'm just going to put it to the side here. Other accessories that come with Joker, well, he does come with a slew of accessories, some of which are featured more so for the Joker here that you see right now, and some of them are for the alternate head. With this Joker, you get yourself a shotgun. Really nice detail in the shotgun, and as you can see, it actually has a cocking, reloading lever as well to it. I mean, they didn't even have to put that in there, but the fact that they did, really nice. He does also come with I believe this was a semi-automatic pistol. I may or may not be right by that. It does have a removable clip, and even if you look into the clip, you can see the presence of a bullet in that case, in that clip. The magazine clip clips right into the handgun, like so. This does actually even move, which is remarkable. This actually loads the gun if you really want to. It's these details that really impresses me whenever it comes to hot toy figures. And I guess lastly, he also comes with another semi-automatic rifle. Another clip, magazine clip, can be removed. This side can be loaded. The lever on the side there. He also has a swing out handle as well, I guess to mount it to the shoulder. Just incredible detail on the handguns here. One thing that Spot also has, well, the other thing that Joker has is an array of accessories. Now I've just kept the accessories, as you can see, in the tray that accompanies the DX Joker here. For starters, you get yourself an actual stack of trading cards, a stack of playing cards. Joker present on the front. You get yourself, let me just move that out of the way here. You get yourself an actual stack, I can't believe this, an actual stack of money. You smell that? That's money. You may or may not be able to see that. Let's see if the camera will pick it up. You can see, hopefully you can see, that even the George Washington present on the bills has the Joker markings on the eyes and also in the mouth. Featured also in the tray are a pair of handcuffs. I tried to keep everything kind of meticulously kept in here so to show you guys. Those handcuffs do also open. Wow, that's just mind-boggling, really. You get yourself a knife, a little switchblade knife with a retractable blade. You get yourself, would this be a butterfly knife? Which I think actually, oh, it does. It does actually open and close. Incredible, right there. That hinges over at the bottom to keep it closed. You also get, I'm just reaching in there. I'm not quite sure what this is. Perhaps it's just a standalone blade. It kind of looks like a potato peeler. Camera hopefully will zoom. There we go. There we go. This one I unfortunately draw a blank, and to be honest, I don't know quite what this is, but again, it looks like a potato peeler. I know it's not that though. Definitely not a potato peeler. He does come with a shoe blade, a foot blade, that can be retracted out of his foot. In fact, you know what? I'll show you guys right now. You can take the DX Joker, and you'll see that there's a little slit. I think you can even see it right there. There's that little slit. You can take that blade very gingerly. Let's see if I can try the other foot here. Very gingerly get that blade in there. I don't want to apply too much pressure to it, but you can get that blade to retract out of the foot. Really nice touch. Also a nice touch. Get Joker to stand properly. And lastly, I guess the smallest and probably the most easy to lose piece, he does also have a pencil. And I don't know why the camera is not agreeing with me today, but it does also come with a pencil. There you go. Now this pencil, don't forget about it. We will revisit this pencil in a second. Moving that out of the way. And I guess lastly, you get an extra couple of pairs of pegs, which now Spot's realized these are to swap out the hands. What hands? Joker has lots of hands. He actually has two distinct sets of hands. He's obviously got his gloved hands. He's got 1, 2, 3, there's more, 4, 5, and 6 pairs of extra hands. Now that's 6 hands above and beyond the hands that are already in the figure's sleeves right now. Certainly hands ranging from pointing hands to hands meant for holding. More of a gripping hand. This would assumingly be for a gun, holding a gun. This hand probably ideal more for a knife. But you get 6 pairs of regular gloved Joker hands. You also get a pair of flesh-colored hands. Not quite exactly flesh-colored. They are a little off-colored. Now this would be when you're swapping the Joker head out, which I will show you guys in a second as well. Now, the one thing I really like about the hands, though, let's see if I can find a good example of one of these hands here. You know what? We'll grab this one right here. The one thing I really like about the hand is it's actually off-colored. You can see that there's a slight little bit of pink purple on his hands. Because if you remember when he's in the interrogation room, which I'll get into also in a second, you'll remember that his hands were really discolored, as if he had just been smearing the makeup on his face. Evening, Commissioner. Again, that peg hole on the back, that's where you would be relying on the peg points here, connect that in, and then that would go into the additional, into the sleeves of Joker. So that, in a nutshell, is all your accessories. I guess the last accessory, probably the most interesting of accessories, we also have Joker's alternate head. And this Joker would be from the interrogation scene. I would have loved if they had given us maybe 3 heads, because we have Joker's head, as which we will be looking at in a second, the interrogation eyes closed face. I also would have liked just a regular Joker face. Kind of like the face that he's making when they're talking about the contents of his pockets. Several knives and some pocket lint, and just the look on his face was perfect. Would have loved to have seen a 3rd head featuring just that Joker face. But you get a closed eyes version of Joker, which is done exceptionally well. Nice detail and nice wrinkles in the face. You can see the makeup is removed in areas around the sides here, and you can see where between the sweat and everything else that the makeup has slightly worn itself off. Really fantastic sculpt on the hair as well. So that is your accessories. There's a couple other accessories, but I'll save that for a second. Let's have a look at Joker himself. He is incredible. I think I never did pick up the initial Joker, the initial, I guess, 1.0 Joker. I think there was a couple of different versions of Joker. There was the bank robber Joker with the alternate mask, the clown mask. There was the Joker where you could dress him back up and have him as the security guard, where he had the more flesh-colored face. And I think there was also the Joker that had the grenades, the internal grenades in his jacket. Unfortunately, none of those are included in this figure. What we're getting is just a suited Joker in his trench coat. Now he does have his trench coat. The trench coat can be removed, like so. Spot won't take the arms completely off, because I find, from what I've seen, sometimes these are a little harder to get off, but you can see the nice lining, the orange lining on the inside of the Joker. Nice, smooth finish. And then featured underneath is his gray jacket. Now the gray jacket and the overcoat, the purple jacket, can be removed. And featured underneath you would have Joker with just his straight out. As you can see, these sleeves, this is a case where you would have a figure where its sleeves are fully intact, and you could have the unjacketed, vested Joker for the interrogation scene, or the interrogation moment of the movie. The head would be removable, that you can just swivel it off and just pop it off. Not the easiest, mind you, to get off without any sort of repercussions, but you could easily pop it off and swap it out for the Joker head from interrogation. Before we actually maybe address that, Again, let's zoom in into the face. The face is just phenomenal. It really captures Heath Ledger's portrayal of the clown prince of crime, right down to these scars in the face. You can even see like the pores in the actual skin of Joker's face. It's really top notch. The sculpt on the hair certainly is nothing, nothing to gripe about. The hair is fantastic. It is removable, as with all the other Hot Toys, so you can take the back hair off, like so. There we go. And it just comes off via a magnet. There's a magnet right at the back there. And with many Hot Toys figures, there is that little joystick on the back of the figure that when you move it, his eyes will move left and right. I think they move, yes they do, up and down as well, so that's really neat. Between moving the neck, moving the head, and then having the arms in different positions, or the joystick at the back in certain positions, you can get a really neat pose out of Joker where he's got his head tilted and his eyes are kind of looking this way. Just get the eyes to be centered here. And just get this moved. Like, there we go. Nice dead center. And then to put the hair back on, you're just going to take that magnet, line it up, tuck it underneath the sculpt, which is easily concealed. I love that they concealed that seam line where those two pieces come off. Just lift the collar of the jacket back a little bit. And then that snaps just back into place. And that magnet will keep it there. That magnet's not going to go anywhere. The back section of the hair also gives a little extra of volume in the hair as well. But so just really, I'm so incredibly impressed with this. It probably worked itself out that Spot just never picked up the initial Hot Toys Jokers, because certainly as they keep releasing these, the sculpt just gets better and better on them. Now, unfortunately, here's the thing. Now, unfortunately, with Hot Toys too, because you have so many different possibilities, let me just fix Joker's collar there. Because you have so many possibilities of how you can pose and display these figures, the problem really ultimately comes down to is what you want to display the figure as. The reason why I say that is because Joker comes with the alternate head, which Spot showed before, and because you can remove the jacket right down to the vest, you could easily have Joker in the crime interrogation room, the interrogation room of the police precinct. Which, if you can get all that stuff set up, you can actually set up the interrogation room from Dark Knight. And these pieces, the walls, the sides, the chair and table and lamp, were all included with Joker 2.0. That is incredible. The fact that Hot Toys would have included all of this. Now the panels, Spot doesn't actually have them all completely assembled, but there would be Velcro strips on the back, and you would just actually adhere the sides of the wall to the back wall plate that you see right here. It does come with a lamp right here, which is actually magnetized, so it can stick. It should stick to the actual, there we go. It actually can stick to the table. Taking the lamp off, just put that aside. The table itself has some scratches, some dings to it. It looks like it's actually metal, but it's just a plastic table. But again, just the detailing that they put into it is phenomenal. Also, reached around the back, I feel like the Friendly Giant. There is the chair. Again, nicely painted and metallic detailed there. You can even see like these scruffs, the actual scruffs in the back of the chair. If I zoom in closer, hopefully you guys can pick that up. Right along here you can see all the scratches and dents, and you can tell that the chair has been worn and used right there. Now, if I just move the chair to the back and we have a look at the table, at the very top of the table you'll see that there's a hole right here. Remember that pencil we were talking about before? This pencil right here? You can take the pencil and you want to see a magic trick, you can actually stick that pencil into the table right there. I suppose the only thing that on a consistency level and continuity, it wouldn't have been the same table and it obviously wouldn't be the same background. I obviously would never nitpick it, but I mean, it would be neat had they taken these panels and allowed you to flip the panels around and it was the scene with the pencil. And then you could easily just have, reaching off camera here, you can easily have Joker once again with the pencil scene and then still have a full diorama in the background. I really like that. But again, the problem comes for me. This is the first Hot Toys Joker that I have picked up. And it almost stems that for me, I would want to pick up 2 of these because I like Joker so much, but for me, I would want to display him with the jacket, with the stand, the first display stand we were looking at. I don't want to actually have Joker displayed with those pieces. The fact that you get the alternate head, the fact that you get the interrogation room, lends itself to me really wanting 2 of these. One Joker with the display stand, and as you see right here, perhaps a knife or gun in hand. And then the second Joker with the alternate head and strictly the vest only version of him. And then perhaps you could have Batman in the back. But then again, then you might want to have a secondary Batman to be featured in the back behind Joker. So I have to commend Hot Toys. The only real gripe I have is the fact that for how nice they are and with the alternate accessories they give you, you really want to get more than one. For me, I would love to have Joker, sitting at the table with the alternate head, but then I would also like to have just Joker standing on a display stand with a knife or gun in hand. So really, that's such a small gripe, but it certainly speaks to the volume of how impressed I am with the Hot Toys figures. Now, as for Joker's articulation, he has quite a bit. His head does move up and down, left and right, through a very easy to move ball joint. When you get to the shoulders, they do move out, they move forward and back. A little hindered by the jacket, so when you move the arms, you got to be a little careful, especially moving them forward, that the jacket doesn't start giving you restriction, and then you accidentally break that arm off, but you shouldn't have too much of a problem. He does have a bend in the elbow, a rotation, and hinge in that hand. The upper torso is on a ball joint, and a rotation in the waist, so again, you can get lots of movement out of Joker. Then his legs go forward, back, out. Again, maybe just a little bit of extra give in the pants would have helped with moving the legs out, but not too bad. He does have a double bend at the knee, and then finally he has a hinge and rotation in the foot. Spot didn't get a chance to actually draw your attention to his socks. He even has really cool Joker socks, and then there's his feet right there, complete with laces. Again, this is Spot's first Dark Knight Joker, and let me tell you, I have been so incredibly impressed with Joker. It really asks the question that, Spot asks himself the question, why didn't I pick up these sooner? For all the Jokers out there, and yes, we have gotten a couple of them, the grenade one would have been cool. I don't know how different he is in a face than this one right here. But, I am so incredibly impressed with Joker. I am so glad that I was able to pick him up. Would I likely get more of these? Absolutely. Again, if Hot Toys figures, unfortunately, are a little bit more expensive, it's really the idea that you are getting exactly what you paid for. You are paying more for these, but at the end of the day, you're getting an incredible collector piece. I am very honored to display this on my shelf, and it lends itself to the fact that I would want to get 2 of these simply just so I could utilize an incredible sculpt on the secondary head and to be able to remove the jacket and have a fully depicted interrogation room scene. Joker, I didn't give initially the Batman a rating, and then probably I think for me the whole child experience of having a Christopher Reeves Superman in hand, I probably just did not want to give him a rating. You know what? Joker, I can't say too much bad about the Joker. I mean, the only thing maybe I'd like to maybe have seen a different facial expression on him, but I mean, still, I mean, that's such a small gripe for what you're getting. The fact that you're getting the interrogation room setup diorama, the accessories that you're getting, and just overall execution of this Joker. Joker 2.0, I'm going to give him a very rewarding 10. If you can get them, and unfortunately with Hot Toys, they're a little bit harder to get nowadays. The idea is as soon as they are released, you really want to jump on it and get a pre-order going on them. Because as soon as they sell out, then you're unfortunately at the mercy of aftermarket like eBay and whatnot. But if you can find him and you're still able to pick him up and you really wanted to get a Joker, very impressed with the Joker 2.0. Today's collectible spot, I was very proud to bring to you the review of the Hot Toys Dark Knight Joker 2.0. Thanks for watching, guys. Certainly stick around. Spot's going to try to get more Hot Toy reviews coming your way, so stay tuned for that. I'll see you guys next time.